Colossians 2:14. Blotting out. Hold on one sec. I'm gonna see a better point maybe to start reading from. Well, you can see what precedes this, and I'll talk with this. 2:14. Blotting out the handwriting of ordinances that was against us, which was contrary to us, and took it out of the way, nailing it to his cross. And I from my understanding, how I was taught, but by all means, seek the everything out for yourself. You know, don't take my word for it. But you know, this doctrine, you know, search all things out for yourself. You know, the one absolute is the word, and you know, there's nothing hidden that won't be revealed, and knowledge will increase. So I say that because, you know, there's the lying pen of the scribes, and but we still have manuscripts, and so yeah, it's just that they can't hide the truth. But but anyways, I digress. From my understanding, that's the 613 that was nailed to the cross. So what remains? Well, there's nothing. Okay, so it is a schoolmaster, and it's also a schoolmaster that in the Pauline epistle, I forget which one it is, but that's schoolmaster that's talked about. So is the 613, but the thing is well, we know that not one jot or tittle will pass. We are to observe the 10 Commandments and teach others to do so. But and also quickly, I'll mention with that, we're also supposed to eat biblically unclean, or we're supposed to eat biblically clean, and we're supposed to not observe pagan holidays, not holy days. You see the wordplay? I mean, they're not even discreet with what they try to do. And yes, that's Christmas and Easter too. Look at the origins of those things, and I mean, you can look as deep as you want to, because we live in the Bible, and the Bible's reality. So you can look as far as you want to. It's you know, it goes as deep as you can look. So, but and not observe holy days outside the land. But you know, I'm going to read some more scripture, but I wanted to point out what is the contemporary or the modern churchgoer, you know, Sunday churchgoer. What are they not willing to do? They're not willing to do a thing. But that's the pastor too. Either the pastor doesn't know what's in the Bible, or they're not willing to teach people. You know, grace is not unmerited favor. It's divine conviction upon the heart. And, you know, the modern churchgoer is not willing to open their Bible. They're not willing to seek. They're truly not willing to seek for another person. But the pastor, what are they doing? You know, they're willing to collect tithes, you know, make it a business. And, you know, you know, there's different things that, you know, I don't know if I'd call, like, the modern, like, church building, you know, the modern church building, if I'd call that milk. Because, you know, the thing is, you can get these in America. You know, it's not illegal to go and buy one of these. You know how valuable, you know, this is priceless, family. You know, you look at, you know, quickly, you know, in country, you know, we should be willing to die. You know, look in other countries, you know, those are real believers, family. People that, what they do for one of these? You know what they do for these? You know, but, you know, these, these modern or like Americanized Christians, they heap up for themselves teachers because they have itching ears. They're not willing to do a thing, family. They're not willing to observe Sabbath. I was trying to keep Sabbath when I didn't know when it was. I was trying to take Sunday off until I knew better. And that was just from reading the little bit that I did. So the thing is, family, is when you look, and all the modern churches are descended from the Catholicism horror. And they look at them. They do everything that they can to oppose, and that's all from Constantine. And he was so far from, it was a political move. I not to go on too much of a tangent, so I digress. After saying this, it was a political move. He was never Christian, and Catholicism could not be farther from the truth. They tried to even change the commandments, the 10 Commandments. So, all right. I'm gonna try to get to this. I'm not the best at navigating the Bible, so bear with me. All right, Ephesians 2:12 and 2:15. I was just gonna read 2:15, but Ephesians 2:12. That at that time you were without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without Yah in the world. That's what makes me that makes me think of the commonwealth of Israel. We're drafted in there. Our Father has one chosen people, and He doesn't change. And there's 12 gates, and there's not a Gentile gate. True Hebrews one at heart, but we are grafted in, and it's just that. So, and unless we are grafted in, salvation is from the Jews. So, yeah, and that's one thing. There's no separation of the church and Israel. Now there is, I think that the modern day Israelis are not Israelites, and I don't want to go too much on a tangent, but who they say the Hebrews are not the Hebrews, and the Hebrews are a bloodline, but that's from my understanding. And also, it's a little bit divergent from who I congregate with, and that's straightasthegate.net, and that's without a G and without an H. But and we're supposed to look like one man, and we're supposed to see eye to eye. But that's just from my understanding. So okay, so Ephesians, seek things out for yourself, though. So, and actually, this this is about to run out. So, I wanted to, I'll just close by saying seek everything out for yourself. Just reason with yourself. It's plain. What do we have if we don't have Him? And it's not a comfortable sermon on Sunday. We have every part of our life through Him. Search, seek everything out, diligently seek. It's on you.